what was working for you as far as field? Because this is second game you've had 25 since coming off the bench. What was the flow and feel for you tonight?
First, praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's just being me, just being aggressive, having fun with the game.
The other part of that is obviously you got a huge steal on DeAndre at the end. The crowd reacted, and you know you've been known obviously for the offense and you do defend. But how much was that gassed you up or made you feel like and to see the crowd react the way they did after making that play?
I mean, you know, I don't pay attention to the reactions, but I mean, I definitely take pride in it. You know, it's definitely a role that the team has implemented, you know, for me, being more of a defender, taking on those tough matchups, and you know, I take pride in it. You know, so I take pride in one-on-one matchups. I try not to let guys go directly by me. Like if you're gonna score, right? If you're gonna score, you need a ball screen or a couple of screens. You know, so you know, that's just a testament to who we are. We have to do that nightly.
When you look at the new role, what's kind of the biggest adjustment? Because I don't think you've come off the bench since in like 8 years. So in terms of your approach or mentality, is there any
Everything.
adjustment?
Everything. Yeah. My preparation is totally different now. So
How so?
it just is. You don't start the game off, so you gotta make sure that you're ready to go by the time your name is called. So.
What was your reaction when you guys had that conversation?
I literally looked at coach and said, okay. I'm not gonna argue, you made your decision. So it's up to coach.
Is there a moment for you that's the weirdest part of coming off the bench? Is it like when lineups are introduced? Is it when like the game starts and you're not out there? What moment does it kind of kick in a bit?
Every moment. But again, I'm not gonna be a distraction, I'm not gonna be an asshole, I'm not gonna be unprofessional. I'm gonna do my job, do what I'm asked to do.
Do you take pride in the way that you're playing despite that extreme change you're talking about? Just with the level that you've played at despite this extreme change, I should phrase it as.
I always take pride in my game, like in who I am and what I do, and it's no different. I guess it's just more magnified because it's something that people are not used to seeing.
Brad, with also getting a big chunk of minutes tonight, what are you guys seeing from him in terms of his comfort level and just being with Nick Reed's out there?
He's amazing, man. I love Oso. I love Ryan. I've been preaching this all year. Like I love our two young guys. You know, Oso is very fast with the ball. You know, he's able to get into different actions with DHOs, quick swings. You know, keeps sometimes. You know, he keeps it and gets to the basket. Shoots a nice little touch floater. He has just a great and amazing feel for the game, and he's just going to continue to develop. Man, he's a willing learner, an exciting young prospect for us, and you know, we push him, we throw him in the fire, and he excels really well.
Dave?
Book was talking about earlier that sometimes when all three of you, and I'm talking about you, him, and KD, that sometimes it was getting harder to space out the shot attempts and all that stuff. Do you think you coming off the bench gives you more of an option to be in the lead role, and that maybe in some ways this works better because you're not thinking about sharing the ball?
I'm just playing the game, brother. I don't think that deep into it.
Yeah.
You and Grayson started last year, and now you both are coming off the bench, and you guys feeding off each other tonight. You got a lot of assists to each other. Does that continuity play a factor in how you guys play tonight?
I mean, sure. I mean, we're pretty familiar with each other's game, and you know, it's our job to bring in energy. You know, play fast, get the pace going, fire some threes, and just have fun, man. That's all I try to do when I'm out there, and whatever group I'm with. Like, just go compete, go have fun, fly around on the defensive end, and offensively, like, let's push this thing. So we don't have to run plays. Like, let's just play fast, play aggressive, chuck up some threes, and have fun hooping.
Eric? Hey,
B.
So when you look at it strategically, there have been many nights this year where you've had 15 to 20 points off the bench. Tonight you had 56. Don't you think that's one of the reasons strategically why they might have moved you?
I don't know. You gotta ask Bud these questions,
Well,
man.
did they not sit down and when they told you what
No.
they were gonna do, they didn't explain why they were doing it?
You gotta ask Bud.
Elliot, last one.
Brad, how have these last few days and even weeks been for you? Has this been one of the toughest kind of stretches, like psychologically, mentally for you at all, and just with all the off-the-court noise?
Yes and no. I think it's been more of a distraction than anything. I wouldn't say bothersome. I mean, people are going to make their noise and have their opinion about certain things, you know. I'm big in faith, you know, and I would, for those who are big in faith with me, like 1 Corinthians 15:58. That's what got me through everything. So if you go read that, you'll probably understand why. Be's at peace, Be's in a good mode, like, don't get wavered, man. Like, adversity happens, things happen. You control what you can control. Just try to impact being positive on a daily basis.
Coach, it was the second game out of these three that Brad's been off the bench where he's really provided a spark with his scoring. How have you seen him sort of embrace this role and kind of get back to the scorer that he's always been?
Yeah, no, I mean it's a huge when you got something like that coming off your bench, somebody of Brad's caliber who can have a 25-point night. I think he led us in scoring, and he did it a lot of different ways. So it's a credit to him. We're fortunate, and we got to keep building on it.
We all silly like the mayor.